On March 10, 2014, Dallas Stars forward Rich Peverley suffered a severe cardiac event that led to his collapse on the bench during a game versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. The cardiac arrest would force him to retire from playing professional hockey at the age of 31. Since then, he and his family have created PEVS Protects, which is the program we're drawing support towards tonight.
When you're playing professional hockey, you try to treat your body very well, you stay in good shape, but it's not something that's on your mind all the time. You think you're in good shape, you're young. I don't want to say you think you're invincible, but some people probably do, and it's after, I had a first issue and then other issues, it makes you really think about your heart and everything that goes into it. Sometimes there's some small things that you can notice to hopefully give you an idea that you might have some kind of heart issue, but the whole kind of point of PEVS Protects to a degree is that sudden cardiac arrest can happen anytime. And I was just an example of that, and it happens every day, and that's kind of the main purpose of why we started PEVS Protects, is because if there's more AEDs out there and people that know how to use them, then the more lives we're going to save. Well, what's the best thing I think about the PEVS Protects Nights we're doing in Guelph and in Kitchener is that we're going to have someone here to show people, and it's not easy initially, but if you want to get in contact with the Heart and Stroke, that's why we partnered with the Heart and Stroke. They give you all types of resources on how to go to CPR classes, how to go to EED classes, and that's what we're trying to get out there, is that anyone can learn this skill and they can save someone's life. It's as easy as just doing something. When we started PEVS Protects, we really wanted to give back to communities. I grew up in Guelph. I was playing in Dallas at the time. I played here in Kitchener. I lived here in Kitchener. I'm trying to use my experience and what happened, and hopefully get that out to the communities and be able to train people. And we're going to train over 400 students in Guelph this year. We're going to donate AEDs to schools, and a lot of people, when something happens, a sudden cardiac arrest, people kind of tense up and they don't know what to do, and they don't want to mess things up. They don't want to screw things up. And the first point of AED and CPR training is to just shout for help. Just do something. And it's skills that anyone can learn. Something that kind of sat with me last year was that when I spoke to Yuri Fisher, he had mentioned that they had purchased, I think, 18 or 19 defibrillators in the Saginaw region in Michigan. And they did an alumni game there and then raised money. And he said that there had been defibrillators placed in communities that had saved lives. And when you think about that, and we've only gone 1 year, if we're putting defibrillators out there or teaching people and someone saves someone's life, just one person, then those are the stories you want to hear. And this is pretty early in our initiative, but we're hoping that's what happens with ours. Well, thank you, first of all, for supporting us. But I think our message is just, we want to make a difference, and if someone donates, they're making a difference. It's not only the donations; it's the word, spreading the word, and hopefully getting more people to realize that it's easy. It's something to just go out and do something to save someone's life, and hopefully, we're going to get more people on board to be able to learn CPR, learn AED training, because my life was saved by one, and hopefully other people's will be as well.